For the first part of this video, you're going to see that the phone was in the vertical position. I did not even attempt, nor know that I could do this in the horizontal screen position, which is what it'll be from here on out. So there will be a noticeable change, I believe, in Sector 3, which is where I'm currently at, after I talk about using a dog as a weapon. It's nice to know that not every weapon has the same sound effect. Here is a review of the Doom RPG, which came out on mobile in, I think, 2006. Incorrect. September 19th, 2005. So I'm going to be doing a little review of it, rather than just reviewing games that I get the Platinum Trophy in or complete on PlayStation. Here's a little old throwback. Doom RPG. I don't know how loud the sound will be compared to my voice while I'm recording this, because I can't really mess with any of the options. But, yeah, I erased my save game of me messing around and just seeing how it worked. So the story of this game is pretty similar to Doom 3 out of all the games. You just go to Mars, stuff goes bad. Pretty much the usual. Now for a mobile game and being based on Doom, it's not what you expect. It is a turn-based role-playing game, and it's kind of like an old dungeon crawler, where you've got your cardinal directions, can break open boxes, talk to NPCs, and that's like you just go through the game. That's pretty much it. There are secret walls and things and stuff to explore. Got a basic tutorial. It starts off, it's not overly hard. It's just a game to pretty much kill time, but this is long before games were obsessed with making you pay to play. So this was a full game. You get the whole experience of the game without having to pay more. You used to be able to get a high score that would post on the internet, but I don't believe that that still exists. So this is the first level, right when you're arriving, talking to various NPCs, talk to computers, and you learn stuff about the game. This purple shirt guy is going to tell me, yeah, computers, they're all over the place, check them. Alright. Now, unlike Doom, where you just have your weapons that you pick up, you can actually pick up items and use them from your inventory. You have your map, you have your inventory, and you can also save at various points whenever you want. You have to be careful about those boxes, though, because they can explode and hurt you. So there's a few different weapons than normal in the Doom games. The first, I guess, weapon, quote-unquote, is the fire extinguisher. And that's used for putting out fire hazards that are in the level. Sometimes they can block your path, sometimes they can block secret walls, item pickups, and then we'll skip talking to this guy, but sometimes stuff can only happen by progressing through talking through NPCs for a certain amount of time. But you've got switchable weapons, and I'll just highlight some moments from this game. I'm not going to just show a whole playthrough of me improvising a review while I'm playing it. This game has a lot of nostalgia for me because I remember this is one of the first mobile games I ever bought. I played it all the way through. I loved it. I thought it was great. I bought several others in the series, which I will also probably post a improvised review on when I play them. There's Orcs and Elves. There's Doom 2 RPG. There's Orcs and Elves 2. And then there's the Wolfenstein RPG as well. I'm not sure if this game ever had music, and I don't remember the sound effects. It's been almost 20 years since I had a phone that played this game. So I don't know if I have just, bad sound effects or I'm missing certain things about the game. Here's another one of the new weapons, an axe. And right here, after you're done talking to this guy, there's a secret wall here, and you can see that the secrets, they do stand out just a little bit, but here's what an example of combat. There's a zombie private. You get experience for putting out fires, you get experience for finding secrets, and it's turn-based attacks, you get experience for killing enemies. So, there's another one of the weapons, the shotgun. And you continue to explore and unlock the rest of the story, find out what happened on the base. The deeper you get in the game, the fewer NPCs exist. Some doors require the fire axe to break down. There's another enemy, the Hellhound. And I believe there is supposed to be sounds from them attacking, but those are long lost, I believe. And you can also level up. So as you play, just like a typical RPG, your stats go up. And that will affect how your character performs in future levels. Sometimes, instead of just key cards for doors, you will need key passes. And there are passcodes on the computer, and this one was 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can remember them pretty simply, and if you can't, you can actually go into your journal and find them. I guess not journal, notebook, but there you go. You can have information that you find out, like where secrets are located, or door passcodes, and what some of your weapons will do if they do something special. And just a note, if you play this, that some computers and NPCs, like typical RPGs, will require you to talk to them more than once. This one had a few emails in it that you could scroll through, and then once you're done with that, it'll tell you there's no more email in this computer. And Doom, known for its enemies, the classic ones are all here. However, there are different stages and tiers of each one. This is a Malrath, which is part of the Cacodemon family. This is the weakest one, and as you can see, they're yellow rather than red, and each enemy has different stages. And just like the regular Doom game, you can also traverse the level while in the map mode. Might not want to do it in unexplored areas if you are hoping not to die. I'm going to put a bestiary at the end of this video so you can see each enemy in the game, but here's a lesser version of the regular demon, the Bull Demon, aka Pinky in its normal Doom name, or just Demon. Now, I may have mentioned it, or may not have, but the Hellhound is actually an enemy from Wolfenstein 3D. It's just the German Shepherd dog enemy, and it was a sprite that was brought into this game, something unique to the Doom universe, and some new sprites were made for this game, such as this version of a lost soul called a Phantom. It has a corpse now. In the regular Doom game, they just explode. So some assets in this game are slightly different than Doom. These aren't animated like in the Doom game, but some brand new assets were created for this game, like this civilian model, like the corpse that I just mentioned. So they did take time to develop and make this game into something unique. Your items, which you store in your backpack or wherever he has, can be used at any time you go into the menu, such as this, when I need to use this small medkit and restore some health so I can continue the fight. There are some Easter eggs in the game, such as this email to BJ Blazkowicz, and he is the protagonist from Wolfenstein 3D. When you are in your map, if you are not paying attention, if you are attacked, it automatically brings you out of your map. Some codes you don't have the answer for, and you just have to be able to know the answer yourself. I'm coming up on the end of the first level. This is how I did. Also a hub world in the game, somewhat of a hub world, called the Junction, where you can find other key cards and it'll take you to different levels. There's green, yellow, blue and red. And there's also a vending machine here that lets you buy things like items and ammunition, but you can also buy stat upgrades here. So you can increase your character's abilities through a vending machine. The chain gun is also a weapon that's in the game. The chain gun has an attack that does 3 attacks at once. Now I know I just displayed one that did 2 and killed the enemy, but normally it's 3. For some reason, something tells me not to trust this guy. His skin looks like it's made of milk. And the game will give you hints about revisiting things, like traveling from the junction to Sector 1, which is this area. You'll have to revisit when you get the green keycard to unlock some special rooms. So it is worth revisiting locations, and sometimes NPCs will move from where they were, so you'll have access to other secrets and computers that give information for the game. Sometimes the game tries something clever, like making the map a code for the door. There's pretty much every weapon from the Doom game in this. I'm not pretty much, I believe 100% there's every weapon from Doom and Doom 2. And if you're playing this game and looking for secrets, you'll note that the auto map, even though if you get the auto map, does not include secrets on the map. And like classic games, there are sometimes secrets within secrets. And secrets within secrets within secrets, and places to come back to when you get the blue key card. Berserker. Interesting that they took the Soul Sphere and palette swapped it to red rather than having the black med pack, which is usually the Berserk pack. And although very weak, the fire extinguisher can be used in battle. 1 damage! Woo! You can even use a Cerberus dog as a weapon. And yes, even putting out fires gives you a minimal amount of experience, but you can level up from it. I don't know if you are still watching this or ever going to play this game, but if you are, the super secret room, the door is locked. The code to that is actually 2279. And of course, another door is the BFG storage. It wouldn't be a Doom game without the BFG 9000. What's the code to the door? Well, hint, hint, the gun. And not really anything to do with a review like the last code that I shared, but eventually the junction hub has a secret door in it that requires the first few numbers of the Fibonacci sequence to open. And to save you time, that is going to be 0. Oops. Well, let's do this. It's going to be 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. Hey! Dun 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 dun. Woo! And that was a overview slash some secrets slash review of the mobile game Doom RPG by Fountainhead Entertainment and produced by Jamdat Mobile and id Software. So, neat little game, not overly difficult at all. You could probably beat it in an afternoon if you like. I used to play it just on my 15-minute breaks at work and stuff, and it was a nice distraction from just work. So not anything that you need to pay for more than once, like there's no microtransactions involved in this game. It is from an era long gone. It's not a graphical powerhouse. As you could tell, the sounds were simple and everything, but even the developers knew that, and addressed it through some inside jokes, through some NPC dialogue. Overall, it's a neat little piece of Doom history. I will be putting a bestiary at the end of this video, like the classic Doom games when you'd win. You could just click through it and see the enemies in that game, so I thought, why not for this too? And I will be visiting some of the other mobile RPGs and doing a similar video. I don't think this website works anymore. And the answer to that is no, it does not. Ha, I don't need to include my own bestiary. I forgot there is one at the end of this, so I guess enjoy a few seconds of it.